Hi, it's Karen from Karen's World of Beauty again with the lovely model Shauna, and for you today we're going to demo a natural eyeshadow look. So many people have questions when they get these eyeshadow trios or quads. What goes where? How do I do it? It's a common question I get so many times in the salon. So I'm going to show you how to do like a basic neutral everyday eye look using 3 different colors. This is the palette I have from MAC. So first we're going to do an overall really light shade. We're going to do like one of these 2 medium tone colors and then a deeper color in the crease, so you see exactly how to do an everyday look. Okay, so first you want to do is kind of pack your brush with the color and lightly sweep on over the entire eye with the lighter color. Technique and brushes count as well. Invest in getting some really good brushes. They'll last you forever, and it really does make a difference. You want to tap off your brush before you apply it to your eye. Too much product does not result in a good eye look. And where you lay your brush down first is where you're going to deposit the most color. I've already gone in and did a little bit of makeup all over Shauna. We did a little foundation. We did a little soft blush. I did a little highlight on the top of her cheeks, a soft peachy blush, and a soft peachy lip. This is like a perfect everyday look for going to work. So then once you get your neutral lighter color base shade on, open, you could easily just go with wearing one shade, a little mascara. You could be done. If you quickly need to get out the house and want a basic face, you could easily go out like this. But we're going to amp it up and really show you guys using a quad with 3 colors. So that medium tone color goes on right on top of that lighter shade from the lid up to the crease. Open your eye for a second. Your crease is right this part of your eye in here. And you can see what a difference it makes when you put that medium color on. It kind of amps it up a little bit. It's really not as complicated as most people make it seem. If you know what you have to do, it's easy. And these basic techniques are that you use regardless whether the shadows are dark, light, metallic, matte. Today we're using natural matte shades. They look most natural and soft. And you just pile that medium color on up from the lid to the crease. I was using kind of somewhat firm medium bristle brush. This is from actually A Design, one of my favorite brush companies, and this is I1 brush. Now to do the crease, I really like a rounded crease brush or a rounded contour brush. So you take your medium, or I'm sorry, you take your darker eyeshadow and open your eye and have your eye open and look and see where your natural crease should be, and you start at the outer corner and blend in softly. Where you put your brush down, as I said, deposit the most color. So you want to start with the most color on the outside of the eye and just really blend it in. You can also use the darker color of your eyeshadow quad or trio wet and use it as a liner. I really don't like going through the extra step. I'm more of a pencil girl when it comes to using liners, but you could. Like I said, you want to tap off your brushes before you use them. You don't want to blow on them, even if they're your brushes. It's just not hygienic. You don't want to get into that habit. Tapping is much better. And like I said, you just kind of brushing in from the outer corner and smoothing the line. Go back, kind of assess. Is one darker than the other? You can make any adjustments. Look at yourself in the mirror. You can also take a clean, loose eyeshadow brush and just kind of blend it. It should all kind of meld together, just to look really soft and pretty. You can also go back in and put a little bit if you feel like you need to amp up that color underneath the brow bone, you can go back in and do that. You'll find it a little bit more. And also a little bit of that lighter color right here at the inner crease of the eye. If you put a light color there, it opens up the eye. Sometimes I'll go in and put a shimmery color there. I'll show you what that looks like. To get really concentrated in the tiny eye area, you want a really tiny detail eyeshadow brush. So I'm going in with the color from my Sleek makeup palette. I'm just putting a little bit of the shimmer, like right in here. And then you want to blend a little bit. You can also use a white kohl eye pencil to do this as well, if you don't have a shimmery eyeshadow. The idea is white opens up and reflects. So it just really kind of takes any darkness away from the eye area. So we're going to put on a little mascara to finish this look off. And then I'm going to show you how you can transition this look, which is a day look, into night. Also, once you do your eyeshadow, sometimes you might want to go back in and clean up under your eye area with a little foundation or concealer if you need a little bit more concealer on to make under the eye area not look dark. Like I said, take a look and see, do an assessment. For Shauna, I don't think I really need to do anything else under her eyes. I would like to do a little bit of liner. Most days, she could easily go like this with just the eyeshadows on, but a little bit of liner gives you really nice definition. So I'm just gonna take a pencil and a brown color that kind of complements the shadows that she's wearing, and just do a thin line of color really close to the lash line. You want to really almost get it in the lash line and just smudge it. You can use a waterproof gel liner, or you can use kohl pencil like I used. You can use wet the darkest color of your shadow in your trio or quad and use. You just want the color to be complementary to the eyeshadows that you have on. So since these are basic neutrals, I'm doing a brown, a really soft brown liner. Make a mistake, take a little sponge, a Q-tip, anything, just blend it out. Open. It's really soft, just enhances the look a little bit. You can also make it a little bit more intense by going over the liner with a little bit of that darkest color powder eyeshadow rather, and that will further define the eyes. You can also do underneath like that. You can also do a little bit of that medium color. Got a little bit of a smear under the eyes. Easy enough to clean up with a Q-tip. If you have that problem when you put on your liner, just smudge it a little with a Q-tip. Cleans it up nicely and gives you a little bit of color underneath the eye. I don't want it to be so intense, so I'm going back in with that medium shade of eyeshadow. And this is totally extra. You don't have to do this. The basic look was fine. But I'm really amping up the look. So I'm just using a bit of that medium tone, medium color from the eyeshadows going under her eyes and putting a little line. But it's still very soft. It's nothing very hard. It's still a very everyday look.